Students, welcome you all in today's session. In today's session, we are going to start our lesson number 2 of standard ninth, that is input and output devices. We all know from our childhood about these devices because I told you whenever you were in second or third or fourth standard, then in every year we read this type of lesson, that is input and output devices. Which are the input devices and what are the output devices? To know it, we have to know the meaning of these words. Number one is input. Input has two parts, in and put. In means inside, put means to keep, right? When we want to keep something, we type or we can click or we can keep something inside the computer. Then, and with the help of devices, we do this. We can perform this task to input something into the computer, to keep store into the computer, and to give command to the computer. These devices are called input devices, and these input devices can be included in input unit. Okay, and the same way we have output devices. What are output devices or what is output unit? Students, the devices which are responsible to getting the result from computer side on the behalf of the user, these devices are called output devices. Just like uh, first take the example of input devices. Input devices, we have very common input device and very important and most mostly used input devices are keyboard and mouse. Some more devices we also can include in the category of input unit, but keyboard and mouse are the main input device in the computer. Second is output devices. The example of output devices are when we get something out of the computer in the form of picture or in the form of hard copy or in the form of sound, then we can call them output devices. Just like if we want to see something out, that is monitor. If we want to get something out as a hard copy, it is a printer. And when we get something out in the form of a sound, that is a that the device is speaker, right? So this is the overall introduction of this lesson. Let's start. This chapter will provide a functional overview of the output, input, output, and storage unit of a computer system, right? So we will cover three parts. First is input part, second is output part, and third one is storage part. First of all, input. We all know that the keyboard is the most common input device. Keyboard has minimum 104 keys. It is very important line about or very important information about the keyboard, that in this world, very simple keyboard if you are using, then it should have 104 keys. But sometimes, as you can see in the picture, the keyboard is multimedia keyboard because it also has some internet buttons and some sound buttons, brightness buttons, then some additional buttons we have on multimedia keyboard, right? So but minimum keys are allowed 104. There is no any keyboard in the world which has no you can say QWERTY keyboard. Why we called it QWERTY, I will show you later on, right? So no any QWERTY keyboard is present in the world which has less than 104 keys. Minimum 104 keys are required. Okay, now the types of keys which we are using in a keyboard and the keys which uh, make a keyboard. Number one, typing keys. In typing keys, we can include all alphabet keys, all number keys, all punctuation keys, all special symbol keys. These keys also include the shift, caps lock, space bar, backspace, and the tab keys. Means Every key of the keyboard is typing key, because with the help of them we can type something. Otherwise, just like shift, individually shift can't type anything. Individual caps lock, space bar, backspace and tab keys never uh, type something, but they can help in typing. So these are also included in typing keys. Number two is keyboard keys. These keys are either used alone or in combination with other keys to perform an action. Control, Alt, Window, Logo key, and the Escape key are various examples of control keys. Means these keys also, control keys means these keys also used as a combination with another keys, right? The examples are Control, Alt, Window, Logo key, and Escape key. Okay, these are the control keys which can control, make control, or perform controlling with the help of another keys. Number three is function keys. Function keys we have from F1 to F12. From F1 to F12. These function keys are responsible for various type of jobs in various types of software. Only F1 key is a common key which always shows as a help, which can use for a help, you can say, right? So F1 key is very important key. It has same function in every program of this world, but remaining keys has different functions in different programs, right? Next is navigation key. Navigation keys, these are used for moving through document or web pages, sometimes for editing the text. These keys include the arrow keys. We all know that four types of arrow keys we have in every keyboard: up, down, left and right? Okay, so after that, home key, end key, page up, page down. These are the keys which are responsible to shift the position of the cursor. That's why we call them navigation keys. These are navigation keys. And the next is numeric keypad. Numeric keypad is at the right hand side of the keyboard. It is a separate keypad. It is used to type the numbers. We can type numbers uh, from two areas in a single keyboard. Number one, separate numeric pad, and number two, just above the alphabet keys we have number keys also. Okay, so it was the explanation of the keyboard, which is very important input device and most probably used input device, we can say. Next is the same important which input device has, that is a mouse. Mouse is the most commonly used input and pointing device that lets you select and move items on the screen. Like this, I am moving the mouse pointer, right? We can say it pointing device because it is used to point any item on the screen, point anything on the screen. The left mouse button is used more frequently than the right button, because we all know that in right, when we click right button, it will only shows a shortcut menu or a context menu. But most of the time we use for selection, we use for running, we use for start, we use for select anything with left mouse key button, right? So left mouse button is very important in a mouse. We can do double clicking also with left mouse key button. The right click often displays a list of commands on screen. These are the detail which I told you in very uh, short lines, right? So you can read it after that. Now let me turn the page. Types of mouse. Now the types of mouse. First of all is mechanical mouse. This type of mouse has a metal or rubber ball on its lower side that can roll in all the directions. Look students, you are not familiar with this type of mouse because this mechanical mouse are nowadays out of fashion. they are not used nowadays. Approximately from 15 years, 15 years we are not using mechanical mouse. We are using optical mouse, and uh, yes, optical mouse we are using, or USB mouse. The screen pointer moves according to the movement of the ball, which is detected by the mechanical sensor within the mouse. Look, students, that was the mouse. I'm going to show you the picture of it so that you can understand this. Mechanical mouse. These are the pictures of mechanical mouse. You can see it. These are the picture, beta. Look. Uh, yes, you can judge it from here. That nowadays we have this kind of mouse, optical mouse, which has a sensor under it. But before some time, we have a mechanical mouse which has a ball inside it, a ball and a lock which we can use on it so that ball can't come out, right? But when we move the mouse, ball also revolve, and the heads are responsible to catch the sensor point of it. I can show you like this. Look, student, you can see it. This is the inside portion of the mechanical mouse. ये इसके ऊपर का आप कवर नहीं है, right? It is the inside picture. This is the ball, which is outer layer is of rubber, but the inner side it is of metal. So this kind of ball was very heavy. When it revolves, these are the heads. One, two, three. These are the heads which can catch the direction of it, and mouse moves accordingly its pointer. So it was the mechanical mouse, and nowadays we are not using them. Optomechanical mouse, sometimes we have it's a upper version of mechanical mouse, we can say. This type of mouse use a mechanism using to the mechanical mouse. The only difference is that uses optical sensor to detect the movement of the ball. बाकी सब इसी जैसा था, but the ball was not there in that type of model because there was a sensor. Now, third is optical mouse, and optical mouse does not have any mechanical moving part. The laser technology is used to detect the movement of the mouse. It is more efficient and expensive than the mechanical and optomechanical mouse. Yes. Look, students, nowadays we are using optical mouse. We are using optical mouse because it has a sensor, it has a laser light under it. So whenever we move the mouse, the laser light understand the direction of the mouse and moves the mouse pointer in the same direction. But these kind of mouse, no doubt they are very much efficient, more efficient than the previous one, mechanical and optomechanical mouse, but they are expensive also, because nowadays we have some Bluetooth mouse also, in which we don't need to attach a wire with computer, right? So these are the types of mouse. Now next is stylus. What is stylus? A stylus or a stylus pen is a small instrument shaped like a pen that is used to provide input to mobile device, computer screen and laptops. As you can see in the picture, beta, we have a pen type of device. ठीक है ना? This is stylus. What is it? Stylus. With the help of stylus, we can write on the pad or computer screen or mobile device. Okay, so that computer can take directly all the instructions given by the user, means VR. Okay, this is stylus. Stylus is used on game console like uh, Nintendo, right? It is the name of the game. So in which you can use stylus. Next is scanner. We all know that because we most probably you will you see or you saw that a photocopier machine, photostate machine you can say, because the same technology is used in scanner also. When you put some pages, any page inside it, and when you start the scanning, there there will be a beam or there will a laser light scan the page, and after that it converts the image and display in the screen, on the screen of the computer, right? So we have different types of scanners which we have. Number one is drum scanner. This kind of scanner not using nowadays, but it is for most probably to uh, scan the long document you can say. This is the most efficient and expensive scanner. It uses a rotating glass drum or scan. In a drum scanner, the light from the object that is to be scanned is split scanned is to be split into separate red, blue, and green beam optically, making the image precise. Look, students, when we use drum scanner, it is just like a roller. It is just like a roller. When you put any page inside it, and it will automatically revolve around it because its main revolving area is round, right? Then it can scan all the page and uh, leave some or spray some light in the form of red, blue, and green beams, right? So the image can be scanned and same image can be drawn inside the computer, right? So this mechanism is called the photo multiplier. ये जो टेक्निक हम यूज करते थे that was called photo multiplier tubes यानी PMT technology. Drum scanners are used mainly in the publishing industries to the print high quality images in books and magazines. Whenever you need any high quality of image, just like you can see this screen, this is also a high quality of image, right? So this kind of high quality of image, when you want to copy or when you want to scan, then we have to use drum scanner, right? But after that, we means human, we introduced flat bed scanner, means this time the scanner was not round. It can scan only flat papers, simple papers, right? Which are straight. Okay, flat bed scanner. And we can read it from here. It used charged coupled device CCD technology to read the entire area optically, right? Suppose you put any page inside it and pull down this flapper you can say, okay, or its cover, and when you click on the scanning button, the light will indicate for scanning, and after completion the same page will display into our computer screen, right? So this was the flatbed scanner. Next is handheld scanner. A type of handheld scanner. This is the small manual device which is charged over the surface of the This is the small manual device which is dragged over the surface of the image to be scanned. These scanners are operated by hand. It is difficult to operate these scanners as they need a steady hand. Look, students, you can see in the screen. It is very handy. It is very small. And when you drag your scanner on the picture and slowly, when the page is completed by scanning, the entire picture will inserted inside the computer, right? We can see these type of scanners in the shopping malls most probably. When they use these kind of scanner, to enter the rates, to enter the price of the product, right? So next is OCR, optical character recognition. Next is OMR and MICR. I'm giving you 2 minutes. In these 2 minutes, you can revise whatever I teach you today. And if you have any kind of confusion, then you can ask me. Otherwise, we will move on. For 2 minutes, you have to revise. Okay, students, now we are discussing about OCR, optical character reader. Optical character reader. What is it? It is used to read characters from a printed paper into the computer. The shape of the character is recognized by OCR through a light source in conjunction with photoelectric cells. Okay, what it means? Optical character reader. It is used to read characters from a printed paper into the paper. And where we used it, the shape of the character is recognized by OCR through a light source in conjunction with photoelectric photoelectric cells. When a text page is scanned, जब एक पेज हम स्कैन करते हैं बेटा, it is converted into a computer readable form and the reproduced in a form that looks similar to a page that has been typed. What it means? It means when we put any page inside it, it automatically convert it into the computer readable form. What is computer readable form? In which a computer can understand what is written on the paper, and the same page will you can see into your screen after the scanning. Means it is the simple type of scanner which can scan a page according to the requirement. The software then places the text into a document that can be edited using any word processor or text editor. The software then places the text. That text can be placed into any software so that you can make changes in it. Suppose you put this paper which you are using to read this time. This paper, if I put inside the scanner, and the same image will come into my computer, and after that, with the help of some special kind of editing software, we can convert it into the text so that we can write anything. Okay, this is the only picture, we can't make changes in it, but after the using of editing software, we can make change. Means these letters are typed into the MS Word format so that we can change, right? Next is OMR. OMR sheets. I hope you all are familiar with the some type of paper, OMR sheets. Whenever you when wherever you have to select one option from four options, right? A, B, C, D, you have to choose one because the one answer is among the four, one answer is correct. So we have to fill that box or that circle with the blue pen or black pen, right? Or sometimes with pencil. So then this kind of answer sheets can be checked by OMR, optical mark reader, because when we put this kind of sheet inside this scanner, then one light will cross all the options, right? On the basis of this light cross, the answer sheets checked automatically and give the total marks which a student secured, right? Next is MICR, magnetic character reader recognition. This kind of characters are which is used with the magnetic key type, just like on checks, check of bank, right? So this is MICR. Next is barcode reader. We all know about it. On the many items, many articles, you can see the barcodes, right, in the form of price. Then very quickly, I am going to show you both the things, and I will reading all the names in which you can go through very easily. This is joystick. Joystick is used for play games on the computer. Microphone, this is mic to record the sound. Light pen, directly light pen you can write inside the computer, because you will get a pad with a pen which is connected with the CPU, and whatever you write on this pad, that exactly you can see inside your computer, right? Then I'm stopping here, but I'm showing you, one is check, second is barcode. Look students, this is the check, and these are the magnetic letters. These can be printed with magnetic ink. To read this kind of data, MICR is used. This MICR. Look students, MICR, magnetic ink character reader, means the character which are used, which are typed with the magnetic ink, this scanner can be read this, right? So most probably in banks we can see this kind of printer or scanner, you can say. It's not printer, scanner. This is magnetic ink. Okay, and the second I told you that barcode. These are the barcodes, you can see, and you can see them on the back of the, these are the barcodes. This is also, this is QR code, this is barcode, right? So barcode reader, a scanner which can read the barcode to change them into the price, is called barcode reader. Okay students, now I'm going to take your attendance, and after that I will give you 2 or 3 minutes.